So, sitting comfortably upright, the Buddha sat cross legged because he was from a small village in India, not because sitting cross legged is required. What's required is a willingness to stop for a few minutes. So, sitting comfortably upright, let your hands be relaxed in your lap. Let your eyes be open and downcast or closed. Notice your buttocks where they touch the chair. And there's a body sitting here, and it's alive. There's also mysteriously awareness, and this awareness can take the body as its object of observation. And notice, since the moment of your birth, when your mother could no longer breathe for you, and until the moment when you take your last breath and then exhale, there's this strange thing called breathing. And it's a connection point between you and all of the green beings on the earth. They produce oxygen, you produce carbon dioxide. They build their branches and twigs and leaves out of that carbon dioxide. So paying attention to this connection point, this home base, notice that each breath has a beginning. It has a breathing in, there is a breathing in, and you can feel it in the chest and abdomen. It has a breathing out. So a breath begins, and then the chest and abdomen expand. And of course, what you'll discover is the mind wanders. You have a home base, you have an intended home base with the rising and falling of the chest and abdomen. But the mind won't stay there long for most people. It goes off into fantasies and past and future, liking, disliking. And this is where it gets particularly artful and beautiful, which is we make an intention or a vow in a way to say, I intend to stay when I can with the sensations of breathing in and breathing out. When something else happens, I intend to notice that. So you may discover that you're lost in a wandering mind that's gone on for a minute or minutes. How is it that you noticed it? What happened that lit it up so that you knew, oh yeah, a wandering mind, coming home to the sensations of breathing? And so this is meditation. We have an orientation. It's like a compass heading or a GPS direction. I intend to stay home with my breathing whenever I can. And maybe you count the breaths, breathing in 1, breathing out 2, up to 10. Or maybe you make little mental notes, in, out, out. And then the mind wanders off. It might go off into tumult. It might go off into emotion. It might go off into all kinds of past and future thinking, or fear, or anger. It doesn't matter what it does, because in a little while, mindfulness notices, oh, wandering mind, and then comes back to the breath. And now we've spent a few minutes doing this exercise. Please become aware of your buttocks where they press into the chair. Please notice the life in your hands. They're remarkably alive. Notice the life in your face. And now paying attention to the eyes, notice the intention to open them. It's a plan in the mind, the next thing that's going to happen, and then let that plan operationalize itself. Let it happen. It takes effort. And then there's opening, opening. And then watch something miraculous happen, which is seeing starts. Seeing. I've been doing this for 50 years, and rather than becoming jaded or bored with it, whenever I open my eyes, it's kind of mind-boggling. There wasn't seeing at all, and now there is. And then you close your eyes, boom, it's gone again. And then from here, a meditator would be maybe stretch mindfully. We could do that. Take a moment to just let your hands come up over your shoulders. And my aging body is always stiff. And where you feel the pull in the body, bring your attention into that and then stretch further into that. And then if we could extrapolate from here, we would get up and go do something else. And maybe we're making lunch and you're buttering a slice of bread or cutting a carrot or driving your car. Every situation is the situation, perfect situation for meditation, because it doesn't detract from activity. It simply adds knowing what's happening.